Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aiden, from Cartoon Apocalypse, and today I'm bringing you guys another analysis video. Now, this video is actually on Star versus the Forces of Evil, so yay for another video like that. Now, the last video that I did like this got like 1,000 views. It was an analysis on Just Friends, and I don't know, you guys seem to enjoy it, so I will make another one. Now, I'm actually doing an investigation on like all these songs from Star Versus to see if we can find some hidden messages and see if we can see where the future leads us, because we know that cartoons like to do this in a certain way. And before I get started, I just want to give a shout out to my friend PokeDude. He's helped out with some videos, and he's starting up a channel, so go show him some love. He does theory videos, and he has some pretty cool videos, so go check him out. So I'm going to start off by reading the lyrics of Awesome Feeling. I would suggest that you go to YouTube and watch the video or the music thing first. You can always just type up like Awesome Feeling, Star Versus, or whatever. So I would recommend watching that. And just some background information on Awesome Feeling. It's a song played in Frenemies in Season 2, and it's with Marco and Tom while they're having fun in Tom's little castle thing on their way to the Mackie Hand Marathon. So the lyrics start, "Awesome feeling, nothing's gonna take us down. At first I turned my head around, but then you turned my day around." Now this is gonna compare to two things, right? Tom and Marco, obviously, because that's what the song is played with, but also notice how we go through that this relates to Star and Marco as well. These songs seem to be two-sided. If you haven't seen my last analysis video, then I recommend it, but pretty much Just Friends was kind of like the story of Star's life for a certain point, and then the story of Marco's life for a certain point. So if like they seem to have hidden messages. So the first line is just awesome feeling. There's not too much that we could take from that. Nothing's gonna take us down. So Star and Marco, this pretty much just says that Star and Marco will be together forever. At first I turned my head, but then. Now notice that when Star first moved in with Marco, Marco was not a big fan of the idea. Marco didn't like Star. Marco thought that she was totally weird. There's nothing wrong with being weird, and I think I just spit on my monitor. But pretty much, Marco just didn't like Star. But notice in this line it says, "But then, you really turned my day around," when Marco found out that Star liked karate and was fighting monsters. Now the next verse is awesome feeling again. "We're burning bullies, looking fine. We'll do whatever, 'cause it's fun. With you, I think I'll never lose my..." Now you guys might be like, wait, what? Wait, what's going on? And if you guys did what I told you to and watched the song, or listened to it, or whatever, you might not hear this. You can watch it over again on, I think Disney has it on a video channel somewhere. You won't hear this verse, but here's the thing. This verse exists because the producer of this song, Brian H. Kim, there's actually a longer version of the song. It's only including this one verse, and you can find it. I'll have a link down in the description, and it's not fake, obviously. I mean, it goes perfectly aligned, all the beats the same.
Awesome feeling. We're burning bullies, looking fine. We'll do whatever, 'cause it's fun. With you, I think I'll never lose my...
They just had to cut it out of the episode, I'm assuming due to time. We have seen cartoons on countless occasions cut out things because of time, and even though this would have only taken up 10 seconds more, maybe, they just didn't have time for it, and just like they had other stuff to put in the episode. And we've seen cartoons take out countless things, like especially on Gravity Falls. I've seen a lot of videos on like, oh, they took out this and this, especially on Weird Mageddon. Alex Hirsch said himself that he didn't want Stan's memory to come back that quickly. They didn't have enough time, so they had to cut it short. And there was actually a song that was supposed to be played in Weird Mageddon that was Bill singing or something. It was a pretty good song. You guys should go check it out. So going back to the lyrics, awesome feeling, we're burning bullies, looking fine. Does this remind you of something, guys? Star and Marco are taking out the supposed bullies that are the monsters or non-monsters, guys. Hashtag monsters are not monsters anymore. Tweet at DareNeefC and Disney. And this looking fine part, Star and Marco look very fine at what they do. As you've seen on countless occasions that Star and Marco work marvelously well together, and we'll come back to that in a minute. Now the next verse, this is all back in the song. It was just that one little verse or section that was not in the song, in the episode. Awesome feeling, we started out as frenemies, but then you opened up to me and found that we have chemistry. So awesome feeling just stays the same, that's just part of the song. We started out as frenemies. Does this remind you of the first episode? Star and Marco didn't like each other, or that we know of, or at least Star liked Marco. Marco just didn't like Star. So I don't know, they were kind of friends and enemies at the same time. Marco's enemy was Star and Star's friend was Marco, so kind of has the same meaning. But then you opened up to me. Now this would kind of be like symbolizing that Star said this, like that Marco opened up to Star, like they did in the first episode. And then this would be like Marco saying, and found that we have chemistry. Now we see that Star and Marco have awesome chemistry, which was exactly what I was saying earlier. That was about like, oh, they fight really well together. And if you saw in the Lint Catcher episode, where it just seemed so perfect that it almost seemed fake, like a soul bond. Which brings me to my next point. They pretty much have true chemistry through the soul bond. I mean, if you want to consider it chemistry, you could do whatever you want, but and then the last verse is just like, and you were like, ooh, ah, ooh, and I was like, ooh, ooh, and White Tiger's like, ooh, ah, ooh, alright. Now this piqued my interest a little bit, guys. White Tiger. We haven't seen anything about a white tiger ever, so I was like, this is interesting, right? And obviously in the episode, this was hiding the guy who, Tom's mentor. I don't remember his name, maybe it was Dave or something. But pretty much, I started my very brief research. And I found this article that was pretty much saying the spirit of the white tiger. And I was reading through this article, and then I saw one little paragraph that really piqued my interest. Now the article says, when one chooses to operate from the higher vibration of the white tiger, an impassioned voice may be raised as an advocate of balance and acceptance. A teacher of fundamental philosophy might be born, or a leader might emerge to guide the way along the path of universal truth. Now this is just like one article on the white lion, and apparently it was like some Chinese thing, but this one sentence or paragraph piqued my interest, right? A leader may emerge to guide the way along the path of universal truth. Marco becoming a leader of Muni, or whatever you want to say, and then leading that to prove the true power of the Muni magic. And this is amazing because we've already seen this start to happen. Marco is using the magic already and is unlocking its true power and showing that not only can just butterflies use magic, but Marco can use magic. Now this might be because he's soul bonded and he has Star's help or whatever you want to believe, but the universal truth might just mean something else than magic. We don't really know. Now there is a counter argument, like there is to everything. If we go back up to the top of the page, I did read a couple things. The role is the seeker of personal truth. The lesson is the power of conviction, and the element is fire. And I'm sorry to say, but more evidence leads to this being about Tom, not Marco. Because seeker of personal truth, Tom wants to learn what's inside of him and is trying to get out what is bad, and conviction. If you guys don't know what conviction is, I have the definition from Google. A formal declaration that someone is guilty of a criminal offense made by the verdict of a jury or the decision of judge in court of law. Now here's the thing. What did Tom do at the end of the episode? He apologized to Marco and brought back Mackie Hand. And that's pretty much what conviction is. He declared that he was guilty of using Marco to earn a badge. And not only that we see Tom declares that he's guilty of many things within the show. One of the bigger points is the naysayer, which might have a bigger role. If you haven't seen my naysayer video, I highly recommend it. It's an amazing theory. Pretty much my idea is that the naysayer will return. But going back to the white tiger thing, and of course it says the element is fire, which Tom is pretty much the element of fire. So I'm sorry that this is towards Tom. I mean, you guys might support it. I know I have a couple people in the Discord that are like, yeah, Tom Star, not Tom Code, guys. I almost said Tom Code, but Tom Star. Guys, I'm Stark all the way, by the way. And who knows, you know, if Tom ends up being the true king of Muni, he could be a leader to emerge that guides the path of universal truth. And maybe the truth was that Starko is not a thing. Who knows? I don't know. I couldn't really come up with a better truth than that. There's probably a way better truth. If you have any ideas, comment them down below. Now, if you want to read this article on the White Tiger, I'll have the link in the description, like always. If you want to listen to the full song, I'd recommend it. It's a pretty good song. Then the link will also be in the description. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is aimed towards Star and Marco, or Tom and Marco? White Tiger at the end kind of points it to Tom and Marco, but it's really two-sided, like I said. All this stuff could be applied for Tom and Marco. But we do see in the first lyrics that nothing's gonna take us down, and something kind of did take down Tom and Marco, so maybe that debunks this whole thing. If nothing's gonna take you down, then something already did take you down. That kind of breaks the whole idea, right? It was just for that one moment, and even at the end of the episode, we see that they are taken down, so yeah, I don't know. But anyway, guys, if you guys did enjoy today's video, then you can leave a like, and if you guys do want to see an analysis on Too Little Too Late, then let me know down in the comments. I will continue my research, and after I do an analysis on Too Little Too Late, I will put each song in order, unless if I find another one. These are the only 3 songs that I have been able to find from Love Sends. If you have any other songs that I'm missing, then tell me down in the comments below. But pretty much, if these are in an order, then maybe we'll see some similarities or something, and I'll put them all side by side so we can compare and contrast and do all that good jazz. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and yeah, have a good day.
Wait, I'm dead?